Assalamu alaikum and welcome all of you here in this one more English grammar class. Today I am going to teach you the uses of simple present tense. I have told you in our previous lecture uh, tense we read in detail about tense, kinds of tenses. I told you about the three kinds of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Then we studied in detail their structural formulas. Today, I am going to tell you about the various uses of simple present tense. And the first use of this simple present tense is we express habits and routines by the use of this tense. Habits and routines. You can always express habits and routines in simple present tense, the present simple tense. Example: whatever habit you have in your life, you will express that in simple present tense. Example: I drink tea every morning. I drink tea every morning, right? So, this is your habit. You drink this tea on daily basis. It becomes your habit. It's your routine. Similarly, you can express one more example like your daily routine is I go to school every day. I go to school every day. I go to school every day. You visit your school on daily basis. It becomes your routine. So it is a routine. You will express it in simple present tense, right? uh, One more example here is Ravi Ravi usually Ravi usually has dinner. Ravi usually has dinner at 8:30 p.m. So Ravi is having his dinner at 8:30 p.m. He does this on daily basis, right? Every day he does his dinner at 8:30 p.m. So it's also a routine. It's also his habit. So what we can say here is whatever habits, whatever routines we have in our life, in our lives, you will always express them in simple present tense. This is the first use of simple present tense. Number second use of present tense is whatever permanent situations there are in this world, you will also express them in simple present tense. Permanent situations. Permanent situations. Right? Whatever permanent situations are here in this world, you will express them in simple present tense. These are those situations which do not change, right? This is second use of simple present tense. Situations, those do not change. Example, I will say here an example like my brother lives in USA, right? My brother lives in USA. So it is a permanent situation. Your brother was living in the past in USA. He is now living also in USA. He will be living in USA in future, right? अगर आप कहोगे If you will say my brother is living in USA, that will become temporary. If you will use continue, present continuous form here, present participle, then that situation becomes temporary. When you will say my brother lives in USA, it means he is living there permanently, right? One more example. Ravi speaks French. Ravi speaks French. So Ravi is speaking French in the past, in the present, as well as he will be speaking French in future, right? It means his language French is permanent. He will not change his language. He has been speaking it from past, speaking it in present, and he will be speaking it in future, right? So this is the second use of simple present tense. Whatever situations here are in this world in permanent, we always express them in simple present tense, right? Number third use of simple present tense is whatever facts it refers to, or we can say facts refers to universal truth sentences. Universal truth sentences, right? Whatever facts are here in this world, facts refers to those sentences which are truth, okay? Which are universally truth, which are accepted by the whole world, by the whole universe, right? That's called fact or universal truth sentence. You will also express them in simple present tense. Example here is uh, the sun rises the sun rises in the east. It is a fact, right? The sun rises in the east. It's a fact that it rises from the east. And one more example will be the sun sets in the west, right? So these are the facts. It is universally truth. It is accepted universally that the sun rises from east. So you will express this very sentence in simple present tense, right? Here the verb is rises, subject is the sun, right? One more example I will give here is water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. It is scientifically true that water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. So it is in simple present tense, right? Similarly, one more example is uh, birds fly, right? Here, birds is uh, subject, fly is verb. Birds fly. It is universally true that all birds fly in the sky, right? So this is also a fact, right? Yeah, I will say one more example is 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4. This is also universally true. When we add 2 to 2, it becomes 4, right? So these are the main three uses of simple present tense, right? तो अब मैंने इसके तीन यूजेस बताए. तो first I will tell you, I will remind you the structural formula of simple present tense. That was subject plus first form of verb, or I can say plus base form of verb plus rest of the sentence. फिर object कभी आता है कभी नहीं आता है, right? So this is the structural formula of simple present tense, right? Subject plus first form of verb. I have given the main three uses of this very tense today. Those are, the first was uh, habits and routines. Whatever habits and routines you have in your life, you will always express them in simple present tense. I have given few examples in previous page. Like I drink tea every morning, I go to school every day. And see that I say one more example was Ravi usually has dinner at 8:30 p.m. This was first use. Whatever habits and routines you have in your life, you will express that in present simple tense. Number second use was this simple present tense. A permanent situations. Permanent permanent situations. Whatever permanent situations there are in this world, you will also express them in simple present tense. Permanent situations therefore those situations which do not change. I have given few examples in previous page, like my brother lives in USA. It's permanent. He has been permanently living in USA. He was living there. He is living there right now. He will be living there in future. It's permanent, right? One more example was Ravi speaks French. Yeah, Sheena speaks Kashmiri. ठीक? So she speaks this language permanently, right? She has been speaking it in the past. She is speaking it right now. She will be speaking in the future, right? So whatever situations there are permanent, whatever situations they are permanent in this world, we will express them in simple present tense, right? Number third was facts. Facts, or we can say universally true sentences. Whatever sentences these might be true, they might be true universally, or these are universally accepted truths. We always express them also in simple present tense, like water boils at 100 degrees Celsius. The capital of India is Delhi. It's true, universally true, right? 2 plus 2 equals 4. Yeah, birds fly. The sun sets in the west, right? So these are the facts. We express always facts in simple present tense. Daily habits, routines, permanent situations, and facts. You will remember these 3 points regarding the use of simple present tense. It will be helpful for all of you in your day-to-day life and from examination point of view. One more point regarding this simple present tense was that I have told you why do we use s and why we do not use es, right? I told you in my previous class, right? So I will remind that once again. I will recall that once again. If subject is, you will remember, if subject is first person I, first person we, first person you, second person you, and they, or any other plural subject, right? So at that time we do not add, जो verb होता है base form of verb, we do not add s to that, right? उस टाइम पर हम s नहीं करते हैं add when the subject of verb is, subject of a sentence is I, we, you, they, or plural. I am talking about simple present tense when we use s, es with simple present tense form, when we do not use ses. Example is here, I play football. Why I didn't use s here with play verb? Because subject is I, right? It's called subject verb agreement. ठीक, अगर यहाँ पर ही होता at that time I should use s with the verb play. ठीक, या you cook food, right? यहाँ पर मैंने भी वर्ब के साथ एस नहीं ऐड किया बिकॉज सब्जेक्ट इज यू. ठीक, सो व्हेन द सब्जेक्ट इज आई, वी, यू, दे, और थर्ड पर और सिंगुलर और प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट, एट दैट टाइम वी डू नॉट एस to the verb in a sentence. But if the subject of the verb sentence is he, she, it, or singular, at that time we add either s or es as per the situation, right? तो जो verb होता है उस टाइम पर उसमें हम या s ऐड करेंगे. कुछ वर्ड्स ऐसे हैं वर्ब जहाँ पर हम es ऐड करते हैं. I will show here in examples. One more example is right, she speaks, यहाँ पर मैं s ऐड करूँगा, she speaks French. Here I have added s because subject is singular. third person she, right? That's why if I say she speak French, it will be grammatically incorrect because we add s when the subject is she, right? He goes to the market. He goes to the market, right? Here subject is third person he. I added es in this verb so that it will be grammatically correct, right? Similarly, uh, Ravi wishes happy birthday, happy birthday to me, right? Here subject is singular, or Ravi it is singular, so we added wish es. It becomes grammatically correct. It becomes singular by adding es, right? So it is, I can say here, uh, Ravi wishes happy birthday, simple present tense. ठीक? So I recall here what when we use s with the verb, when sentence is simple present tense form. If subject is I, we, you, they, plural, at the time we do not add s. If subject is he, she, it, singular, at that time we add s or es in order to make it singular. This was all about simple present tense. Hope you understood very well. Thank you very much.